The wrestling world is still talking about the events from GWF Revenge last Saturday, but right now we are back with 3 Count, and our main event this week, for the first time ever, El Phantasmo versus Lucky Kid. Dark Society Volume 2 are mad as hell. Well, the reason for the foul mood of Just Rambo and Crazy Sexy Mike is, of course, last week on this program, they lost against the female team of Vesna and Catty Libre, a defeat that they consider to be an embarrassment. Well, let's see how, after that big 6-man kendo stick match they had at Revenge, how they can fare this week on 3 Count. Well, in that kendo stick match, Dark Society Volume 2 had to face off against 2 members of New Wave in Icarus and Dover. This week, they face 2 more members of that same group. Jokic and Carter, one of the most exciting young tag teams here in GWF, with a point to prove against the wily old veterans of Crazy Sexy Mike and Just Rambo. Of course, Carter in particular, oh God, I was about to say Carter in particular has it all to prove after that unsuccessful attempt at becoming Berlin champion against Jem Kaplan last Saturday, but Dark Society Volume 2 have jump attacked here. The New Wave, and they are going to try and end this early. They have got Jokic isolated. And Jokic, after that flurry of forearms and elbow smashes, fell to the canvas, but was able to kick out after 2 from that pin attempt by Rambo. Here comes Crazy Sexy Mike. And Dark Society Volume 2 with that double shoulder block. Jokic, smaller than both of them, was easily taken down, and the legs split in 2 there by Crazy Sexy Mike, the matchmaker, of course, here in GWF. Just Rambo, a former GWF president. And Crazy Sexy Mike, by the way, also quite recently a former loserweight champion, which you heard the crowd taunting him about just a moment ago. It was an Uranagi from Crazy Sexy Mike. Oh God, big frog splash from Just Rambo. Jokic in trouble and a kick out, but only narrowly, from this young Croatian, Chris Jokic. Rambo is inviting Crazy Sexy Mike to join him in the ring. Mike ran into the boot of Jokic. Just Rambo took an enziguri. Jokic will go for the standing moonsault, and that is one way to get to your tag partner. Here comes Oliver Carter. Clothesline on Mike, one on Just Rambo as well. Mike sent to the outside, ducks a clothesline from Rambo. Does Carter and takes down Just Rambo. Oliver Carter came in here like a fireball. Look at this high-speed tandem offense from New Wave. They are perhaps the future of tag team wrestling. As Jokic gets a 2 count on Just Rambo. You do wonder as this match continues, as I was wondering at the start here, whether the after effects of that 6-man kendo stick match that Dark Society Volume 2 were part of it, Revenge, alongside Tarkan Aslan, whether they are going to be suffering any after effects just a few days removed from that brutal contest. Now here's Jokic. Jokic with a top rope runner onto the knees of Oliver Carter. Again, stunning innovation from New Wave. The tandem offense once more. Carter's the legal man. He hooks the leg and the left shoulder of Just Rambo goes up to keep this match going. And how much would it further deteriorate the already foul mood of Dark Society Volume 2 if they were to lose here to New Wave? Ooh. It's a rolling Death Valley driver. And the Acai moonsault from Carter, picture perfect. Jokic with the cover and a kick out again. But Just Rambo is in an enormous amount of trouble. Jokic with Just Rambo on his shoulders. Oh, crazy sexy Mike pulled him off the apron. Just Rambo trying for a belly to back super. Oh, there's a Caribbean cutter. The Caribbean cutter from Just Rambo, and Carter dives in to save the match for New Wave. Carter sent to the ropes now by Just Rambo. Lands on his feet off the backdrop attempt. There's a suplex from Oliver Carter. The cover and a kick out. And the young Swiss Ghanaian was a half second away from getting it done there. Here's crazy sexy Mike. Drops Carter. That big high angle slam. And now, Dark Society Volume 2 will look to end this. Jokic in trouble. Jokic counter. The missile dropkick. Pushes away. Crazy sexy Mike and then backdrops him onto his own partner. Quick thinking there from Jokic. There's a super kick right into the jaw of Just Rambo. And now look. Here comes the instant kill. The cover from Jokic. And that will do it. New Wave win. A crucial victory for this young team. One of the biggest of their careers so far over Dark Society Volume 2. The beginning of the match, it didn't look like it would happen after that sneak attack from Just Rambo and crazy sexy Mike. Look at this offense. Such high speed. You don't know what direction they're going to come from when they get you. The hang time on the Acai moonsault, but the Caribbean cutter almost got it done for Just Rambo. Carter narrowly breaking it up. And after getting rid of crazy sexy Mike, there it is. The instant kill and an instant victory for New Wave. What a win for New Wave here on 3 Count. Big victory for Jokic and Carter. Well, here we go. The first time ever that these two men have been in the ring with each other. And on his way to the ring first, the new #1 contender for the Berlin title. But right now, this week on 3 Count, Phantasmo must first take on a former Berlin champion. He is one of the most talked about and one of the most exciting professional wrestlers on the continent of Europe. Well, he's a former Berlin champion at GWF Revenge last Saturday. He was nearly a world champion. Right now, let's hear from Lucky Kid. Lucky Kid, a fine young man and an even greater competitor here in GWF. One of the most fascinating things about Lucky Kid is the way his personality changes like someone's flicked a switch. As soon as he gets in to a wrestling arena, it's like a screw is loose. Look at this. Well, Dave Bradshaw here at ringside as we get ready for this first time ever main event. I was saying before that video package with Lucky Kid that he nearly became the world champion at Revenge. Couldn't quite get it done. You gotta think the world title is very much in Lucky Kid's future. He is one of the most beloved stars here in GWF. There is no one like this young lion. A bell rings, and the ever unorthodox Lucky Kid, who I guarantee will be, well, I was going to say he's unlike anyone else Phantasmo's ever faced, but Phantasmo doesn't seem particularly rattled by this. He seems perfectly happy to join in the fun and games here. Phantasmo hits a drop kick on Lucky Kid. Kid will roll to the outside. Phantasmo, young man from British Columbia, Canada. He thought about going to the outside, but in the end he did a dummy there and the handstand before challenging Lucky Kid to get back into the ring. Kid with that slightly manic smile on his face. It's almost like he's found a kindred spirit here in El Phantasmo. What is this? Well, Phantasmo is, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, God. Wow. Well, that's got intimate in a hurry between Lucky Kid and Phantasmo, and now Lucky Kid's found a leg to hug as well. Well, Phantasmo is trying to play along here, but at some point these antics of Lucky Kid get so bizarre that even someone like El Phantasmo, I'm not sure, is quite knows what to make of him. Well, Lucky says he's playing. Well, for all of the antics here, you got to think this isn't actually a game. Phantasmo needs a win here. Lucky Kid does as well. Both of them looking to make statements, of course, as we head into Legacy. It's a big chop across the chest from El Phantasmo. Oh, wow. Another one. Lucky Kid was backed into the ropes, now sent to the opposite ropes. There's a leapfrog, but no one there. Takes out the knee as Lucky Kid. Phantasmo landed awkwardly on his forehead, it looked like. And now, I'm not sure if this is still playtime as far as Lucky Kid is concerned, but it's got the head scissors applied, trying to cut off the circulation into the brain of El Phantasmo. Phantasmo's trying to find a way out here, at least to relieve the pressure, if nothing else. He does find a way out. And Phantasmo gets face first, sent into the top turnbuckle by Lucky Kid. Kid was sent into the other side. Oh, wow. The impact there was even more dramatic than the last one. Goodness me. Still trying to make out like this is a game, is Lucky Kid, but things are getting more serious in a hurry as, again, he sends the head of El Phantasmo into that padding. Although those turnbuckles are padded, by the way, they're not so well padded that they don't do any damage. El Phantasmo is clearly feeling the effects of that hat trick of shots into the turnbuckle. Still has enough balance to land on his feet, though, from the backflip. There's a springboard moonsault. And now an acai moonsault. The cover by Phantasmo, and kick out on two by Lucky Kid. Lucky Kid himself knows how difficult it is to try and... Oh, it's an inverted atomic drop. Kid knows how hard it is to try and get that Berlin title out of the clutches of Jem Kaplan. Kid had his chance to regain the title against Kaplan at Summer Smash. Couldn't get it done, and Kid goes behind now. Phantasmo elbows his way free. There's a handspring. Oh, he got caught that time. What a catch by El Phantasmo. Kid frees himself and goes to the ropes. Gets caught by Phantasmo, or does he? And he'll go for the slice spread from Lucky Kid. The cover grabs both the legs, and Phantasmo was in a difficult position, but was still able to find a way to kick out. Lucky Kid with a big red mark on his left pectoral after those chops from El Phantasmo. Oh, wait a minute, what is that? John Bad Bones Klinger is out here. We know that he continues to have his issues with Lucky Kid, does Klinger. I'm not sure why he's choosing this moment to get a closer look at the action, but I promise you it's for no good reason. Never does anything without a sinister motive, doesn't Klinger? Lucky Kid, another handspring, this time gets caught with a kind of that shins into the back by Phantasmo. Variation on the drop kick into a torture rack position. Now an inverted fireman's carry into a neck breaker. The cover and a kick out by Lucky Kid. And now Pascal Spouter is here. Well, why is Spouter here? Both Spouter and Klinger, with those ongoing issues with Lucky Kid that came to the fore at Revenge last Saturday, both of them choosing this moment to come and watch Lucky Kid in action. What a menacing presence. Yeah, now Lucky Kid sees Spouter. I don't know if he's seen Klinger yet. But Spouter with a slightly psychotic smirk on his face. Phantasmo is going for a superplex. Kid will catch him. Phantasmo punches Kid in the face to get out of it. There's a tornado DDT with authority from El Phantasmo. The cover from the Canadian. And a kick out on 2 from Lucky Kid. Klinger and Spouter making me uncomfortable the way they are just stalking the ring here. Phantasmo will look for that double underhook. The greetings from Camwood Park, his finishing move. Well, Kid has it scouted. Lucky Kid with the counter into the pin. Well, kick out on 2, or at least he pushed him away to Phantasmo. And Kid, what is this from Lucky Kid? Oh, sit out powerbomb. The cover by Lucky Kid and a kick out on 2 by El Phantasmo. This has been everything it promised to be and more. This first time ever main event between Lucky Kid and the number 1 contender for the Berlin title, El Phantasmo. As Lucky Kid goes for the rear waistlock, trying to get the full Nelson, maybe trying for the Lion suplex. Instead of the victory roll by El Phantasmo. Counter on 2. And Lucky Kid, oh my, drops him on his head. The cover, and will that do it? No, 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 no. Lucky Kid thought he had the win there against El Phantasmo, but Spouter and Klinger continuing to lurk, for want of a better word, at ringside. Kid back to his feet. Lucky Kid grabbing El Phantasmo. These fans are absolutely captivated by this main event. And why wouldn't you be? Tremendous action here. Lucky Kid has El Phantasmo on the second turnbuckle. What is this? Oh, he's going to, no way. He's going to go for I think he's going to go for a second rope Lion suplex. Phantasmo cannot allow that to happen. Fighting back with the elbows. Lucky Kid pushed away. And Phantasmo up on the top. Phantasmo senton bomb. And the top rope moonsault on Lucky Kid. The cover by El Phantasmo, and Phantasmo is your winner. Well, Pascal Spauder and John Klinger both apparently like what they see. Lucky Kid defeated here. But what a match this was between two of the most exciting wrestlers in the world. There's I don't know, what do you call that? A tongue lock, I guess. Followed by the springboard crossbody, the acai moonsault. There's the sliced bread by Lucky Kid. None of these moves were able to get it done. What a tremendous swinging neck breaker this was from El Phantasmo. A tornado DDT as well. The action coming thick and fast here. Enormous sit-out powerbomb by Lucky Kid. It's like the Bloody Sunday by Lucky Kid, but ultimately it was this, the senton bomb and the moonsault. Look at that. Look how high in the air El Phantasmo is. And that, my friends, is why he could leave Legacy on November 3rd as the GWF Berlin champion. El Phantasmo victorious as Klinger and Spauter look on at their fallen foe, Lucky Kid. John Bad Bones Klinger and Pascal Spauter, the former 3-time GWF World Champion, looking on here as, well, in fact, now they're having words with each other. No love lost between these two either. It's getting heated here between Spauter and Klinger. Oh, my God, this is tense here. Spauter and Klinger unloading on each other. Spauter and Klinger unloading at ringside. Look at this. A brawl developing between Pascal Spauter and John Bad Bones Klinger. Where's Lucky Kid going? Lucky Kid off the top. Oh, Lucky Kid with the swanton bomb. And these three men surely have unfinished business as Free Count goes off the air. We'll see you next week.